So this is my website, antlersandshoes.com. It just went live this week, although it's not quite ready for orders to be taken from it. But just today, a little while ago on Saturday, this is April the 12th, I got a phone call from a guy from a number 747-202-0728. And he didn't identify it by name, but he just said he was with Superior. And he started asking me if I had gotten a phone call from his company about a month ago. And if I remember that, and I said no, because my website just went live this week. It didn't even have a URL a month ago. And then he started telling me that my company that I'm using to help me with my website is a fraud, and that he's not trying to sell me anything, and that his company uses no open enrollment. And so I stopped him and trying to find out what he was trying to sell. And he said, "I'm not trying to sell you anything." And then he starts yelling. Then he starts calling me names and cursing. And a few minutes later, he hung up. So I was trying to find a way to record him. And in the meantime, the phone rang again. It was him again. And this time he answers, yelling again at the top of his lungs, calling me an idiot, calling me stupid. And so that lasted about 30 seconds, and he hung up again. Then the third time, just as I got my husband's phone and was trying to figure out how to record the voice, he called and started this time saying, "I don't usually do this when I'm with customers. I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm not trying to be ugly." And so I caught the last part of the conversation I finally figured out on my husband's phone how to do it. So I'm going to try to play that for you so you can hear what he said at the end of it. And then listen to the end when my husband finally says something.
Sharing your product line. Have a great day.
Wait a minute. Wait, no, don't just hang up.
Excuse me?
So don't just hang up. Tell me who you are and where you're from.
Off your mind? We don't need your help, genius. I know you're desperate. I know you need help. You're not going to get it from our company. I can guarantee you that. We don't have an open enrollment for a number of reasons. One of those reasons is to deter idiots from entering our company. I don't know who you think you are, but do some research. Once you do, shut your site down.
Who are you? Hello?
Yeah, nobody heard your voice.
So that number was 747-202-0728. And I've looked it up on a couple of websites, and one of these talks about the number, and he's apparently doing this all over to people. These people are saying on this particular website that they've gotten calls from this number, and that he's been obnoxious, and he's called them a number of times also. And so one of them said they were going to report him to the FCC. And so I decided I would just put him on YouTube, and if anybody out there can recognize his voice and know who this guy is, perhaps we can put him out of business.